rivalry almost as old as the sport itself. Two teams that when the history books are referenced, their names populate virtually every page. Winged helmets, golden domes, and as always, when these two match up, legacy is on the line. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Michigan's offense will get first crack at it today. Michigan really took it to Notre Dame the last time they met, and Hail to the Victors was playing loudly.
It was playing loudly, and they beat the snot out of the Irish. And the Irish better not forget that. And it was the physicality of Michigan taking over. Are the Irish going to be ready today?
Yeah, Notre Dame was really upset. They just couldn't answer the bell. Everything seemed to snowball on them, one bad thing after another. They've got to be mentally tougher in this game.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw. It's Baldridge. Grabbed in the middle. It's Farrell. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw. It's Baldridge. Grab near the sticks. It's Cole. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Off the play fake on first down. Gets rid of it. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not great. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defender. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. From the gun, running back on the move. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. Walker will fire. Quick completion on the out route. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And on that out route, 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They'll ride the hot hand. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Touchdown, Irish! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They march 78 yards down the field. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Baldridge. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cole. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back gets to give. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great running backs consistently make people miss. And he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
It's complete to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Handoff from the gun. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Walker to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, but they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll run play action. He's got him in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Irish send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking downfield, it's Baldridge. Lets it fly. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Steps away. Rolling right and going deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. And now the lead is extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame right back to the line. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Then he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Motion from the wide receiver. Walker will fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. Takes the handoff. It's Peppers. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Extending the play. On the run, deep down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Power football with the run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. To the air, it's Baldridge. Grab near the marker is Farrell. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the foot.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The maize and blue asserting itself as they stretch this lead against the Irish.
Go Blue knew coming into this one they had to score and score early. Right now, they are playing with so much energy.
Yeah, they got the offense rolling. They got the momentum going. Notre Dame's going to have to do something quickly to change that.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. But I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
The quick out. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. He'll keep it himself. And some room to work. There he goes. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Walker to throw. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Toppin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Finds his man. It's Toppin. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Quick handoff. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hansen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that round. Good coverage.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Baldridge. Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Now improvising. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Walker will fire. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
Touchdown Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Walker to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense takes matters into its own hands. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. They don't play every year, but when they do, there is just something special about this rivalry, and it is the Wolverines who take down Notre Dame. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.